Hey guys, it's Connor21 back here with another great tutorial. This one on an infinite power source. Yeah, an infinite power source. And it requires almost zero maintenance. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to need to get to the Nether. I showed you how to do that in my last video here. So I'm out in the Nether over a huge lava pool. I built this little cobblestone enclosure so that ghasts don't end up shooting it. Yeah, I'll show you what you need. You're going to need 5 of these redstone engines, 3 levers, a phased waterproof pipe, a wooden waterproof pipe, a bunch of tanks. I'm using just 3 of them here, and that'll work just fine. Some golden waterproof pipe, the Buildcraft 2 pump, and then this thing is a dimensional anchor. Let's get this show on the road. So, first let's look at a waterproof pipe. So like you got a wooden waterproof pipe, it's just a regular wooden transport pipe and then pipe waterproofing on it. That pipe waterproofing you get when you take cactus green, which is what you get when you put cactus through a furnace. You take cactus green and just put that in your crafting table and you get this pipe waterproofing. And that works the same way on all of the transport pipes. So for the phased transport that's waterproof, you can do that. And then a regular transport pipe is just gold or diamonds for the phase transport pipe or whatever, around glass like that, and you get 8 of them. You're also going to want the levers. Those are from vanilla Minecraft, so I'm guessing you know how to just put a stick on a piece of stone. Let's look at the redstone engines here real quick. You've got 2 wooden gears, and the way you get those is just by putting a weird diamond shape of sticks here. You're going to need both of those, 3 wooden planks, and a glass, as well as the vanilla Minecraft piston, which is going to take 3 stone as well. Sorry, my mistake. 3 wooden planks, 4 cobblestone, an iron, and a redstone. Okay. Your tanks are just going to be 8 glass. They're shaped exactly like the chest. So, put 8 glass in a chest there. Shape. And the only thing I haven't covered is the dimensional anchor. And that's you're going to get by a block of iron with gold around it. So 9 iron surrounded, here with just 4 gold. Now let me explain to you how all this works. So, these redstone engines turn on when they get a redstone signal. I'm using the levers in this case. The pump, it pumps lava, water, or oil. As I mentioned before, you're going to want to get the correct pump. There's 2 types out there. If you type pump here, this one is not the one you want. The one you want does not actually show up in this list. What you're going to do is you're going to take a mining well, and you're going to just put a tank on top of it. So come over here, type mining, you get a mining well. It's not that hard to do. And then you take this mining well thing, put it right back in your crafting table, and put a tank right on top of it. Okay? Sorry, I don't know why that doesn't show up here. They just, the modders didn't quite make it correctly. Nothing we can do about that. Directly out of that, you're going to have a wooden waterproof transport pipe here. A few gold ones up to the top of a tank set. You can go in the bottom too. I just figured it made things a little bit easier to see. No big deal. Doesn't matter which way you go. So there, you can do. Oopsies, not that. You can do that as well. Works just the same, and it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, and then I've got another one over here. Just so you know, these wooden transport pipes here, the only way stuff moves into them is if they're pumped there, either by a machine, not necessarily just a pump, but you can have, machines that put stuff there. So like this automatically puts whatever it mines up or whatever it, gets up into this wooden transport pipe, which goes to this one, which goes into the tank. But the tanks aren't just going to empty into this one. You actually have to power them here by this redstone engine. That's what this lever is for, so we're turning on that redstone engine. And then the phased waterproof transport pipes here. I'm going to set this one to send only, so it's not going to be receiving anything. Private, we're going to make it public. That way I can see it from anywhere in the world. And I'm just going to use frequency number 1. Sorry, frequency 1 there. And it shows the number of outputs here. That's how many spots it'll end up going. It's 0 right now because I haven't set up a receiver back in the overworld where we're going to use all this lava. So, that's that. And that's literally all there is to it. We just turn on these levers here, and turn on this one. They look like they're going really slow. You see it's blue and they're moving back really, really slowly. But as time goes on, they warm up and they end up going to green, to yellow, to red. And they're like, pumping back and forth really crazy. And they produce a lot of lava a lot faster. So there goes our lava. It went into the tank, and then this thing's trying to pump it back into the phased pipe here, but it realizes it can't, so it's just going to fill up that spot, and we're just going to end up filling the tank here. I'll come back in a few minutes once this thing is cranking out at full speed, and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so we're waiting for these to heat up. There's one other thing I can cover for you folks. This dimensional anchor. What it does is, you can see that it's not connected to any of this stuff. So it's not helping it in any way. But what it does is the way Minecraft works is it only loads, a few chunks, which is like, a 30 by 30 area right around you. And, that's why you can have such a huge world, but only a small part of it is ever loaded at a time. Which is why it takes, a while to transfer back and forth from the Nether to the overworld, because it's got to load all those chunks at once that are going to be right around you. So when I go to the overworld, this whole thing isn't going to be running in Minecraft anymore. It'll still be here. And when I come back to the Nether, it'll start running. But since the chunk isn't loaded, nothing's going to be doing anything. So what this dimensional anchor does, you can right click on it, is it loads the chunk area here. You can set it to, like a none, or a 3 by 3 area, a 5 by 5, a 7 by 7, a 9 by 9 area. I'm just going to go a 3 by 3. Just because I really don't need any more. And I'm going to make it a line. You can change the shape of it. I just go square. And then if you're playing on a server, or if there's a chance you're ever going to be playing this with anyone else, you're going to want to set it so that it's... This button is weird. The text it shows here, set owner to you, is what happens when you just clicked it. So if you look up here, it says owner is myspam28, and that's me. That way other people can't come in and right click on it and mess with it and change stuff around, and you'll stop getting power on. All of a sudden you're like, well, what the heck is happening? Did it run out of lava? And I can honestly tell you, no. I also mentioned that this thing will take very little maintenance. I didn't say it'll take none, I said it'd take very little. After, literally hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, I'm talking, like thousands of hours in the game, the well will have picked up all the lava that it can reach. That will take a very, very long time. And what you do is you just go and you plop it down in a new spot. Okay, so these have finally heated up to the point of green. They're still yellow and red that they haven't gotten to yet. I'll just break this and throw it down there again and do the same with this one. There, and you can see how fast it's filling. So, it's not going all that fast right now, and I could use it faster than it's coming out right now. We'll make some geothermal generators back on the overworld, so we'll transport this lava into another phase pipe, and then literally just, a line of geothermal generators. And that'll produce all of the power we'll ever want. And if we decide, I need more power because I want to do whatever, I want to be running, 12 computers, 90 monitors, whatever. We can always just come back over here and set up another one exactly like this. And just be sure to set the phase pipe here to send only on frequency 1. And then both of these phase pipes will end up sending lava to the same area over there. I will warn you, however, these phase pipes can only send and receive so much liquid at a time. So, like, if you've got, 60 geothermal generators lined up on the overworld, and just one of these phased waterproof pipes, two things are going to happen. First, it's not going to be able to put out enough lava to feed all of them, just because it's going to be used faster than it's being transported in. Secondly, the lava doesn't, it'll get sucked up by so many machines, it'll never be able to get to the end of the line. So, maybe like every, 5 or 10 blocks or so, you set up a new one of these. And I'll show you how to do that in my next tutorial coming up. It'll probably be up there by the time you view this video. Yeah, I'll show you how to do that. Again, I'm just going to do this off camera. watching the redstone engines here heat up. I'll come back once they hit the red. Okay? Okay guys, I'm back. These things are just about maxed out. There's one more step they can go to. It's where they'll be orange and then they'll flicker red when it's pumping, and then back to orange when it's receding. But I figured I'd just stop here. Just putting out a lot of lava here. I've been breaking these tanks every time it gets full, like 3 or 4 different times, so you can see how much is really getting produced, how quickly. So there, started with nothing in it, and it's pretty amazing how quickly you get it, and how slowly geothermal generators use it. I mean, if you have them running all the time, they'll use a good amount of lava, but at the same time, this thing produces a lot of it too. So I'm going to end this video here. We've set it up. In the next video, I'll show you how to use all this back in the overworld. I'll set up a bank of geothermal generators and teleport this lava in there, and then pull power off of that and run that into some kind of a battery unit. So I'm just gonna end here. Please remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you want information on new videos coming out. That'd be great. And I'll see you all next time.